call me a god. You call me a god. You call me a god. You call me a god. Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, gotta fill up.
Okay, what is going on, everybody? And I am back here with another prediction show. This time it is for AEW Revolution 2025. So AEW Revolution is going to be going down this Sunday, March 9th on pay-per-view from Los Angeles, California at the Crypto.com arena. Which, to be honest, I still call it the Staples Center. It's always going to be the Staples Center for me. It's always going to be the house that Kobe built. It's always going to be that for me. But yeah, Revolution this Sunday. I'm actually looking forward to the show. I'm looking forward to it quite a bit. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm looking forward to the show quite a bit. There's like 6 or 7 matches that I think could really be slappers on this show. Yeah, we got a total of 10 matches on this pay-per-view. I think it's gonna be fun, you know. The storylines have gotten better over these past few weeks. The TV has been a lot better. The weekly shows have been better than expected, which has been a good thing. But overall, yeah, I'm looking forward to the show. I'm not really looking forward to that main event that they're promoting as to be the main event between Moxley and Adam Copeland. I still like to call him Adam Copeland. I'm not really looking forward to that a whole lot, but other than that, I think there's gonna be other matches that slap on this show. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with this prediction video. So the first match that we're gonna be talking about is we got the 0 hour. We got a trios match between Orange Cassidy, Big Boom AJ from the Costco guy, the Costco guys, Mark Briscoe, and they're going to be going up against Johnny TV and MXM Collection. Yeah, I don't really know how this feud got started. I think this is going to be for more of the TikTok people here. This is one match, to be honest, I don't really care about. Yeah, I don't really care about this match at all. And why is Orange Cassidy tag teaming with Big Boom AJ? I have no idea. Like, I don't care about this at all. I'm probably not even going to watch this match. But as it goes, for the sake of the predictions, you know, I think that, well, I believe that Orange Cassidy, Big Boom AJ, and Mark Briscoe are going to win, because I don't see Johnny TV pinning like Big Boom AJ and setting up a feud between them. I just don't see that. I don't know. I don't want to see the Costco guys on my television, on AEW television anymore. I'm tired of it, to be honest. I mean, did we see him at, was it World's End or Full Gear? I can't remember, but that was atrocious between him and I think it was Big Boom AJ and QT Marshall. But yeah, I got the face team winning here. We'll move on to the actual card, the stuff that we actually care about now, like this match here. So we got MJF going up against Hangman Adam Page. Oh my god, like, this match is going to be amazing. MJF, you know, his 2024 wasn't all that good. You know, he had his injury and stuff. He finally ended that terrible storyline with Adam Cole. I mean, that dragged for way too long. That went on way too long. And now we actually have MJF doing something a little bit better here. You know, this is a lot better. I'm looking forward to this quite a bit. I mean, MJF, you know, he's had his run-ins with some, you know, in the past with some legends and stuff like Jeff Jarrett, you know, talking Jeff Jarrett out of storylines and all that. Even having his run-in with Dustin Rhodes. So he has run-ins with some legends, as well as Hangman on the Page. You know, he had that match between Uh, he had that match between Christopher Daniels, his best friend, for a very long time. Basically retired him. Um, and basically, it was a couple weeks ago on Dynamite where we had this promo between MJF and Hangman that really, really got into the meats and potatoes, like why MJF is doing what he's doing. Because MJF, you know, the fans are, he's kind of upset with the fans because Hangman did all this dirty stuff. Burnt down Swerve's house. He did all these terrible things, but the fans forgive him for that. While MJF, he's being such a heel and like he's getting booed. He's being one of the top heels right now, and he doesn't like that Hangman gets cheered. He doesn't understand that, and he's very very jealous of Hangman. Of course, MJF. He's the longest reigning AEW champion. And then Hangman and Page, on the other hand, like our first, homegrown AEW world champion, which is cool. This match is gonna be fun. It's gonna be very personal. I'm pretty sure this match is gonna be starting off the actual show because MJF he likes to either start the show or he likes to end the show. So I'm pretty sure this is gonna start off the show. Get the fans really into it. I think. I mean, this match can go both ways. I think that MJF is going to win here. To basically kind of advance this storyline more because we've been kind of seeing a more vulnerable Hangman Adam Page as of late, a bit kind of like turning babyface, I would say, or maybe he's acting like a tweener more now. He's getting more cheers and stuff, so he's acting more like a tweener. More of a babyface. But I think that MJF is going to do something. He's going to cheat to win. Something to advance the storyline more, and maybe have Hangman and Page. Maybe spiral a bit more, show more of his vulnerability. As a babyface, be more sympathetic. But yeah, I got MJF to win this match here, which it's going to be an awesome match. I'm looking forward to it. All right, and then the next match we have is. We got the AEW World Tag Team Championships on the line. We got the Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley, and Shelton Benjamin defending the titles against Outrunners. Yeah, there's not really a big story to this here. I mean, a couple weeks ago, we had the Outrunners going up against the Murder Hawk Monsters. Yeah, I mean, the Murder Hawk Monsters, they wanted a tag team title shot, but the Hurt Syndicate, they said you can have a match when you actually beat a team and stuff. When you actually beat a real team. So they were facing the Outrunners. And the Hurt Syndicate theme song came on throughout that match. Basically, there was a distraction. It was a theme song distraction. And the Outrunners, they ended up getting the roll up. And that's how they ended up getting this match here for AEW Revolution. It's the first time the Outrunners are going to be on pay-per-view. This is the first time this is the first time since 2021 since Shelton Benjamin has been on pay-per-view, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, this is going to be a pretty quick match here, in my opinion. It's going to be pretty quick. I believe that. Oh, I don't believe. This is basically, this ain't a prediction. This is a spoiler right here. The Hurt Syndicate is going to retain their AEW Tag Team Championships. Hopefully, it's a pretty quick match. I'm just not really big behind the Outrunners, with the whole gimmick, keep the 80s in the past, it reminds me too much of Hulk Hogan, which I'm tired of hearing about Hulk Hogan and all that, it just reminds me too much of Hogan, the 80s wrestling. This is not my style, okay? It's not how I roll. I mean, people like the Outrunners, but I don't know. I'm just not big into their gimmick right now. Yeah, I got the Hurt Syndicate winning. They hurt people, and they are definitely going to be hurting the Outrunners here. Hopefully, this tag team division needs spiced up more. I gotta say that, but hey, I think it's going to be an all right match. Okay, and then the next match we have is the TBS Championship on the line. We got Mercedes Moné defending the title against Momo Watanabe. So basically, Momo, she won a fatal four-way match at New Japan's Wrestle Dynasty back in January. She beat. It was CMLL, Ring of Honor. Athena was in there. Of course, Momo Watanabe. And there was somebody else in the match. I can't exactly remember who, but Momo, she ended up winning the match, and she can go for like any title of her choosing. If it was from CMLL, Ring of Honor, New Japan, uh, Ring of Honor, AEW, from all those promotions. So she decided. Well, it was, and also they had a match back at. It was at what show was it? Last summer it was at I think Capital Collision last summer. It was a New Japan show. It was for the New Japan Strong title, which that was a banger of a match last summer. But yeah, this is gonna be definitely a fun match to see here. Mercedes Moné, she had the pretty decent feud with Harley Cameron. Really brought out the best in Harley Cameron back at AEW Grand Slam in Australia. And we have Momo sitting out there sitting in the front row, basically saying, "Hey, she's coming for that TBS championship." And kind of Mercedes has kind of been running away from Momo because a couple weeks ago on Dynamite, we had the whole interaction with Billy Starks and Mercedes Moné, where Billy Starks got splashed, got water in her face, which that was so rude of Mercedes to do that. But Momo came up with a bat and Mercedes went running. So Mercedes is quite afraid of Momo. But I think this is going to be a fun match here. It's going to be really fun. Mercedes is not losing this title. I hope they eventually go forward with maybe I don't know, maybe they bring Athena in to do more stuff with AEW. I don't know. I just wonder who's going to be throwing off Mercedes Moné, because I thought it was going to be Chris Statlander back at World's End. I wish he would have dethroned Mercedes, but that didn't happen. So I'm just wondering who's going to be dethroning her. Like I said, maybe Athena. Maybe they do a big match at AEW All in Texas. Or maybe she's getting saved for the the AEW Women's Championship. I don't know. But Mercedes Moné is definitely going to be retaining her title here, which I think, like I said, it's going to be a good match. Both women have good chemistry from what I've seen. So, yeah, I got Mercedes retaining. All right, and then the next match we have is the AEW Continental Championship on the line. We got Kazuchika Okada defending the title against Brody King. Yeah, there isn't really a whole lot of story behind this match here. I mean, Okada, he's interrupted the House of Hell, interrupted them a few times, interrupted Julia Hart when she was doing the promo, and then he also came out and hit Brody King with a Rainmaker. And also this past week on Dynamite, we had Brody King and Swerve tagging up against Okada and Ricochet, which that was an amazing tag team match. That did not need to be that amazing, but it was fun. All guys worked really well together. Yeah, this is going to be really fun. And Brody King, he's a California guy. He's going to be basically in the backyard of his hometown. I'm not sure what part of California he lives in, but yeah, he's a California guy. Getting him on the show here. Basically, I believe that Brody King, it was Kazuchika Okada. He's going to be getting revenge after what happened this past week when he got chopped by Brody King. That chop was crazy. But yeah, I feel like Okada is going to retain because I feel like they're going to be setting up to. Well, I'll tell you here in a little bit when I get to the match. But Okada's going to retain his Continental Championship. Yeah, he's definitely not losing it to Brody King here. And I like what they've been doing with him more, being more of a singles guy. And I mean, since, Buddy Matthews has went down with his injury because he got injured back at AEW Grand Slam, which is very unfortunate. But hey, I like what they're doing with Brody King. But yeah, Okada's going to retain. Next match we got a steel cage match between Will Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher. Oh man, this is going to be probably one of the matches of the night. I'm looking forward to this a lot. A very personal feud here between both guys. Last year during the summertime we had them, as tag team partners. They went into Grand Slam last year, going for the tag team titles. Will Ospreay, it was Don Callis wanted Will Ospreay to use this screwdriver, but Will Ospreay couldn't get the courage to do it. Kyle Fletcher was starting to get upset with him. Then they ended up losing that match at Grand Slam. And then it was a AEW Wrestle Dream, that awesome match was it for the TNT title? I can't remember what championship it was. Maybe it was it was for the international title. That's what it was for. Will Ospreay, Takeshita, and Ricochet. An amazing match from last year. Kyle Fletcher ends up screwing Will Ospreay with the screwdriver, helping Takeshita win. And basically, Kyle Fletcher aligned with the Don Callis family. He turned into the prototype. Kyle Fletcher shaved his head. He didn't want to look anything like Will Ospreay. Then they had that amazing match at AEW Full Gear, one of the best matches last year. Kyle Fletcher won that, and then they did a rematch and during the Continental Classic. Will Ospreay ended up winning that to advance it to the finals, but Will Ospreay didn't end up winning the Continental Classic. And basically, they've been feuding ever since. Will Ospreay, he's just been getting the shit beat off him by the Don Callis family and Kyle Fletcher. I mean, this past week we had that big 8-man tag team match. Will Ospreay's team ended up getting the win, but ultimately he ended up getting beat down by the Don Callis family afterwards. And Kyle Fletcher hit him with that beautiful brain buster on that steel chair. That was crazy. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this a lot. I'm wondering what type of crazy moves are going to be, what type of high spots are going to be pulling out in this match. Now, since Will Ospreay has just been getting the shit beat out of him so much, I believe that Will Ospreay is going to win here. He needs to win this match. I think this is the ultimate way to end this feud here after it's been going on for so long. This is how it's going to end. Will Ospreay is going to end up winning here. But then again, I can also see Kyle Fletcher winning, but it just doesn't make any sense for Kyle Fletcher to win after he's been on top so long in this storyline. Yeah, this is going to be one of the best matches of the night. This is one I'm really looking forward to, but I got Will Ospreay winning. Okay. Then the next match we have is Konosuke Takeshita defending the international championship against Kenny by God Omega. Oh man, this is gonna be one hell of a match. Konosuke, he's been doing a lot of stuff. They even in the video package they've been going back to talked about how Konosuke pinned Omega back at AEW All In London in 2023. Was it 2023 or 2023? And then a week later, he ended up beating Omega in that amazing match in Chicago at AEW All Out. And no one has ever done that. Beat Kenny Omega in a week. So That was crazy to see. And Konosuke has went on to do more stuff. He's went on to win, of course, the international championship. He's went on to win the never open weight championship and win different titles over the world. So he's been doing a lot of stuff. While Kenny Omega, he's went out with his injury, with his diverticulitis. Um, and basically, it's been like feuding ever since. And I believe that Omega's going to win here. Omega's definitely going to be winning this match. Another personal feud here that I'm really looking forward to. Because I feel like they're going to be leading up to like a title versus title or a merging of the two championships between the international championship and the continental championship. Because there's just way too many titles right now in AEW that there's some I don't care about, like the continental title. I don't care about that championship, to be honest. I care about this championship more. So they're going to probably merge them two titles together or something. Do a like I said, merging. But Kenny Omega is going to become your new international champion here. And I don't think Kenny Omega doesn't need to go like full balls to the wall, doing like what he did at Wrestle Dream, not Wrestle Dream, sorry, at Wrestle Kingdom against Gabe Kidd. He doesn't need to go all like that. I want to see a different side of Kenny Omega where he's struggling a little bit, with like I said, because he still has that injury with all his diverticulitis, so he doesn't need to go all crazy like that. But Kenny Omega, he's definitely gonna be winning. Because like I said, I feel like they're gonna be setting up Kenny Omega and Okada for AEW All in Texas. But yeah, we move on to the next match, which we have is the number one contenders match for the AEW World Championship. We got Swerve Strickland going up against Ricochet. Now, at first I didn't really care about this match all like that until it was when they were doing, I think it was a contract signing where with Prince Nana saying, "Hey, if you don't win, he says I don't think I could be with you anymore. I think I have to take a break from you for a while or whatever." I got this kind of got me intrigued more to see what Prince Nana is going to do, which they kind of been having Swerve Strickland and Ricochet. They kind of been having some run-ins towards the end of last year around World's End. Ricochet was kind of making jokes at Swerve, with his house burning down and all that. I don't know why people keep making jokes at Swerve. Then that's not cool. That's not cool at all. I mean, Swerve is gonna go to this dark place. Don't be making jokes at Swerve like that. And then Ricochet, he's just being very cocky. He said he was gonna win the Continental Classic, but he ended up losing in this. I think it was the semifinals. And Swerve Strickland, he came out, basically calling him his real name, calling him Trevor, throwing toilet paper at him, basically embarrassing Ricochet. Ricochet went off TV for a bit. He returned to beat up Swerve Strickland, beat him up, busting open with some scissors. Then they had a match. I think it was that Couple of Carnage or something like that, no, it was at this Carnage show, I believe, where they had a match between each other. Ricochet ends up winning, and then afterwards ends up pushing down Prince Nana and taking that robe of Prince Nana, very, very synonymous to Prince Nana and Ring of Honor as well. So that's very personal there, and apparently Ricochet has made some upgrades to it, to the coat, which I don't know what kind of upgrades he made, but apparently he made some upgrades to it. Very personal. Ricochet, like I said, he's being very cocky and doing that, ha ha, doing that whole type of laughing he does, which is, people were shitting on Ricochet a lot, when he first came into AEW. But I gotta tell you what, his mic skills have gotten a lot better. Like what he lacked in with WWE, they got a lot better here in AEW. I'll tell you that right now. And I like how he trolls the fans and all that, which is hilarious. But yeah, this past week's Dynamite with that contract signing was saying, hey, you know, I'm making you relevant right now. You know, I'm making you relevant for the short time. And he also brought up his ring announcer wife. Oh man, you don't bring up Samantha Irvin, Swerve, but he brought up Samantha Irvin. And then Ricochet, he tried to pull out some scissors, but Swerve had his own scissors, busted him open. Of course, like I said later on, we had that tag team match. Ricochet ends up getting the upper hand at the end of the show, pinning Swerve. So getting Ricochet and Okada the win in that main event. So with that being said, I think this is gonna be an awesome match. Like I said, this is another personal match here. This feud has gotten better. But to be honest, they need to do a course correction with the AEW World Championship storyline, like because the whole Death Rider and Copeland stuff, it just isn't working for me right now. So they need to do a whole new course correct with this. And also you got whole Darby Allin, him climbing Mount Everest. So he's not going to be on TV for a little bit because their original plan was have Moxley go up against Darby, but like I said, Darby's climbing Mount Everest. Hopefully that goes well for Darby. But yeah, this is definitely personal here. And after seeing everything that went down, and of course in the main event with Swerve losing, I believe that Swerve is going to get his revenge here. And people said, "Oh, maybe Prince Nana is going to turn on Swerve and go align himself with Ricochet." But I don't think Ricochet needs that, to be honest. Then again, I wouldn't be surprised if that happens, but Ricochet doesn't need Swerve in his corner. And I kind of want to see Prince Nana go away for a little bit. Maybe see him break down even more. Or not break down. Sorry, because I said that Swerve is going to win. But we don't need to see Prince Nana break down even more. So yeah, Swerve is going to win here. Like I said, they need to do a whole course correct. Because I have a feeling we're going to get Moxley and Swerve probably at, I don't know, maybe AEW Dynasty, which is coming up early April. But yeah, give me Swerve to win here, which is going to be an awesome match. I can't wait for it. All right. And then the next match we have is the Hollywood ending between this is for the AEW Women's World Championship. We got Toni Storm defending the timeless Toni Storm defending the title against the Glamour Mariah May, or now they're calling her what were they calling her? The something from hell. But yeah, she kind of has like a new character. It's kind of more darker now. That whole promo that they did this past week on Dynamite, that was pure cinema right there. That was amazing. I loved it. Mariah May spit in the face of Toni Storm. To be honest, this match right here should be the main event. This match should be the main event. They had an awesome match back at AEW Grand Slam in Australia. That was amazing. I wish I would have been a pay-per-view, but they did end up getting the main event spot right there. Yeah, this is gonna be some awesome stuff here. It was back in 2023. Mariah May ended up coming into the picture of Toni Storm. Basically, she was admiring Toni Storm. She wanted to basically be like Toni Storm. So she ended up working by her side, ended up working her way up. And then in 2024, Mariah May ended up winning the Owen Hart Cup, basically earning her right to face Toni Storm at AEW All in London. And then that awesome heel turning her back on Mariah May. One of the best. Turning her back on Toni Storm. One of the best heel turns. One of the best segments. This has been one of the best feuds in AEW women's history. In the women's division for AEW. This has been some great stuff here. Very personal, you know. Basically, when Mariah May turned on her, said, watch for the shoe, and then blooding her up and all that. It was just amazing stuff. And then around Winter is Coming, we had the return of Tony Storm, but the Rocker, like she basically was trying to work her way up to defeating Mariah May. She wants to be like, she's like a rookie again. She's not timeless. She's like the old Rocker, Tony Storm. And then they did that whole gauntlet match, or that match back at Carnage, that Carnage show. Timeless Tony Storm, or Tony Storm ended up winning there. And then she brought out the old Timeless Tony Storm, saying, "Hey, this is all a facade, She's Timeless Tony Storm has never left. She was pulling one over on Mariah May." And then Timeless Tony Storm ended up winning at AEW Grand Slam Australia. Yeah, very, very personal between both women here. This is going to be an amazing match. I can't wait to see it. But Tony Storm is going to win. And I was going to go like, okay, what are they going to do with Mariah May going forward? Because I don't want her to just get lost in this AEW women's division. But now that they changed her character up more, being more darker, if they were still going to call it the Glamour, I got like, maybe there might not be as much hope. But since they're changing their character up and stuff, I believe that Mariah May is going to be okay. Yeah, Timeless Twin Storm is going to retain her title here. Like I said, this match should be the main event. Not the next match we're going to be talking about here in a minute. But yeah, Timeless Twin Storm is going to win. All right. And then we got the main event. We got the AEW World Championship on the line. We got Jon Moxley defending the title against the Rated R superstar Cope. Cope, really? I still don't like that they're calling him Cope, but whatever. They should be calling him Adam Copeland, or I wish they would just let him use Edge, but that's just me. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun match. I mean, it's gonna be fun to watch, match wise, but I'm just tired of this whole Death Rider storyline. I mean, this has been going on since October, since Wrestle Dream, since trying to suffocate Bryan Danielson. And basically Jon Moxley and the rest of the Death Riders, they've been running through the whole AEW locker room. I still don't know what the end goal for this whole storyline is, but hopefully it's ending soon because, man, terrible stuff here. But it was around AEW World's End. We had that big 4-way match. We had Copeland in there. We had he's part of Bang Bang. I can't believe his name is blanking on me right now. His name. Oh yeah, that's where I remember Jay White. Yeah, you had Jay White basically joining forces with Adam Copeland here. And then they did that whole match at AEW Grand Slam in Australia between Adam Copeland and Jay White going up against the Death Riders of Jon Moxley and Claudio, which Moxley ended up choking out Cope, which made no sense at all. And then these past few weeks, Copeland said, hey, he's going to get Jon Moxley by himself. He's going to get rid of the whole Death Riders. He's going to send them in ambulances. So first off, he did the concerto to not Wheeler Yuta. Who was it? Was it Claudio? He first took out. He was taking out guys. He was taking out everybody from the whole Death Riders. Basically doing concertos to doing them to basically do it. They Copeland and Jay White they were doing concertos to Claudio, and also they got Willow involved with this, doing a concerto to Marina Shafir as well. So, like I said, basically taking out the whole Death Riders. Yeah, like I said, I mean, basically leaving John Moxley by himself. I'm this over this whole feud, over this whole Death Rider storyline. I don't know if anybody else feels the same way. But when you think that John Moxley is by himself, I don't think he's gonna be by himself. That's what they're saying, he's by himself, but he's definitely not. Maybe we might have a debut of some sort, maybe like a Josh Alexander, a Mike Bailey. Someone's gonna come out and help Moxley retain some way, some crazy way. Maybe Jay White turns on Adam Copeland here. I don't know, but either way, Mox is going to retain, and I don't give 2 fucks about this match, to be honest. I mean, it's going to be fun, but this match should definitely not be the main event. Hopefully, it's not. Hopefully, if you're listening, please don't make this match the main event. Please, I'm begging you, don't make this match the main event. But yeah. With that being said, yeah, that was my AEW Revolution 2025 prediction video. Definitely go down in the comments. Go down in the live chat. Let me know who you guys have winning each match. Are you guys looking forward to AEW Revolution? Are you guys not looking forward to the show? Let me know. Go sound off in the chat below. Go sound off in the comments. Some videos I got coming up on my channel. I got my AEW Revolution 2025 watch along tomorrow night. Stay tuned for that. Also got my review coming up for the show. Also got some more videos coming up as well. So definitely stay tuned to my channel. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit that like button to help out my videos in the algorithm. Also turn on that notification bell to be notified every time I make a new video. And this is your boy Juggernaut saying peace out, and I will catch you guys